I'm going to talk to you today about guarding your joy. Yes, don't let anyone steal your joy, and I'm going to show you how. Hi everyone, it's Kizzy again from the K4 Mom Corner. If you're new to my channel and you are really liking the content that I am producing, I would definitely appreciate it if you could hit the like button and also subscribe. And for those of you who are returning, thank you very much. I'm always appreciative of everyone who tunes into my channel. All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about guarding your joy. Let's face it, there are times in our lives where we may encounter a person who may just bring us down and diminish our spirit, or we may encounter a jealous person or hear a derogatory or negative comments. People try to steal our joy, and that is not for them to take from you. I have been there. And I can tell you this, a wise person always reminds me not to let them take your joy. Nobody in this world can take that away from us. These tactics really do work. They're very simple, first of all, very simple things, very easy things that we can just embed into our lives on daily practice, but also we can enunciate them or leverage them when we really face those more challenging life situations, when someone's or something is really trying to take that joy away from you. So the 5 things, actually that was 10, my bad, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can count. The 5 things that we are going to talk about are these, okay? One is being mindful of your reactions, how you react in certain situations. The second one is surrounding yourself with positive influences. The third is, you might guess because I've talked about this before, is practicing gratitude. Practicing gratitude allows you to ground yourself and does not allow anyone to creep in and take that joy away from you. The 4th is setting boundaries. Now, it's the 4th, right? I lost count. Yeah, 4. Setting boundaries. How do you set boundaries so you don't let those sneaky joy stealers creep in? And the 5th is embracing imperfection, because ain't nobody out there perfect. So, how does one be mindful of their reactions? Because there's always 2 options you have. You could take the option of, you did not just go there with me. Listen, I have a couple of, or you could be like, okay. So listen, you could have gone with option 1 or option 2. But if you really don't want someone to take your joy, a version of your personality in option 2 is what I would suggest. And really all that is taking a deep breath, thinking about what you want to say in response, or not say at all, because sometimes walking away doesn't make you cower. It doesn't take away your pride. Sometimes walking away can be the most prideful thing that you can do. Take a deep breath and make a conscious decision of how you're going to respond in that situation. Surround yourself with positive influences, and this could be people or this can be just things to keep you in that positive mindset. These people, they create like this protective shield, and they are the people who will always respond with, Kizzy, girl, don't even sweat it. Girl, don't even take that on. Girl, that ain't about you. Girl, just move on from that. Just focus on this. They are the ones who will uplift you and keep you in that positive mindset, in that positive space. And if for some reason you don't have any positive influences in your life, think about the things that bring you joy and bring your mind to those places. If it's nature, if it's your cat, if it's your dog, if it's whatever animal you have, if it's your children, whatever it is, take yourself to be in the presence of nature, in the presence of that environment, in the presence of those things, in the presence of those people. And that will inspire you to stay in a positive space versus a negative space that those joy stealers want to keep you in. All right, this one's pretty simple. Just gotta continuously practice gratitude. We don't do enough of it in this world. When we're grateful, nothing else matters. It's everything from waking up today, waking up in the morning, being grateful for the smallest things to, yes, the biggest things, but just remembering to practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude for this little chipmunk that always runs across my deck. Listen, before I wasn't feeling the chipmunk, I've named him Alvin because I feel like there's a couple of them roaming around. So that, Alvin, Simon, Theodore, Alvin, and the chipmunks. Anywho. Be grateful for all of the things that God has created for us. Be grateful for all the things that life has presented to you up until now. Okay, this one is a little hard. I know. Listen, it's a little hard. How do you set boundaries? It's really critical and essential that you set boundaries around those things or individuals that bring a negative spirit or a negativity into your life, because they're going to drag you into a place that you don't want to be. Look out for your own mental health and mental well-being of finding opportunities to distance yourself from those individuals who really don't bring any joy or positivity in your life. If they're just the naysayer, if they're just the complainer, who are always telling you of all the risks and all of the possibilities of how things may go wrong, or why this may not work out, or why you shouldn't, or why not, if they are not providing that positive spirit that you need around you to continue to move through something that's going on in your life, then you need to figure out a way to distance yourself from that person. Practicing distance isn't an easy thing. And I don't necessarily agree with what they say now at canceling somebody. I know sometimes there's some people who truly need to be canceled because they ain't good. Canceling someone isn't the most respectful way. It can hurt people in different ways. But if you can distance yourself and create those boundaries around these individuals in the most constructive way, that would be my first offer of advice, or my first tip that I would ask you to try before you go straight to, you cancel. The last is embrace your imperfections. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. But we're perfectly imperfect. That makes sense? I'm just going to go with it. You got to embrace all of the imperfection that's going on with you right now. You got to learn to laugh at yourself. You got to know that there's flaws, and that's okay, actually, because there's beauty in the flaw. Because when you accept your flaws, the opinions of others very quickly diminish, because you don't give a about what anybody else has to say. They're not perfect, and you're not perfect, and you're not perfect, and you're not perfect, and you're not perfect. Who are you to tell me otherwise? The opinions that those people have, they'll fall flat on their face, because you will know intuitively, you will be standing strong to know you can keep your opinions, your judgments, your commentary, whatever it is, to yourself. So that's all of what I wanted to share with you in this short time. So remember, guard your joy. It's your joy, so guard it. Don't let anyone take it away from you. Do not let anyone steal your joy. Walking in this world, I know, is hard. Every day there's some type of life challenge that we face. Remember those 5 things, and that is just be mindful of how you react. And number 2 is keep those people close, those positive, uplifting people close. Number 3 is be grateful. Just be grateful. Just be grateful for the big and small things that show up in your life all the time. Number 5 is Set those boundaries. You got to set those boundaries because you got to keep those naysayers and those negative people at bay. And number 5 is just embrace you. Embrace yourself with all the flaws and all that great beauty that you have, wrapped up into a nice little bow, because ain't nobody out there perfect. So you got to remember that and just stand in your flaws, because the opinions and the comments of others will mean nothing. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe.